action. Oh, this is Yuna's.
After this session, I am beginning the process of resetting my fucking computer.
She's throwing down a fireball. Like, let's go.
Oh, true, because you get fireball with your.
Yeah.
Wait, did they put handcuffs on you? I can't remember.
They did. That's why I said if they're gonna take that, if the first thing if they take those things off of her, and they're gonna take her coat, she is going to fireball them.
If they take her what?
The coat. Nothing. Don't. I like don't.
Don't say it.
Because you know that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Well, they are now.
Fuck. It's mine. They can't have it.
They're gonna be like, huh, this is a coat. It smells vaguely like bird shit.
That's the beautiful scent of the beautiful moontail. How dare you? How dare you insult her grace?
Oh, that's why we can't do. Okay.
Guardian of Faith coming up.
Let's go.
No one come near her, I swear to God. Let's go, though, Guardian of Faith. Good way to use the level 4 spell. What's level 3? Sorry, level 3 spell. No, it is 4th level. Aha! She got her slot back, I remember. Okay, so she has all her slots back. Awesome!
Okay, I am live again.
Awesome, awesome, possum.
Just waiting for Chiru's return.
I want my unarmed strike to do damage. It's not gonna do any damage.
True.
Oh man, they took her shield. Darn it. They took everything.
Anything that you could possibly use as a weapon.
I mean, you're right. Besides her spells, she usually uses her spells anyway. But
well, that's what the heck.
I'm back.
Forever. Welcome back. They're coming off, and
sweet. Thank you for the PFP, Etra.
You're welcome.
Okay. I am sorry. Where were we? Oh yeah. Okay. We're all good to go. Yuna. Sorry. You find yourself alone in the room.
Okay. She is currently inspecting the new dress that was given to her to see if there are any similarities to her old one. Because if there are similarities, she could figure out how to put it on. She's so used to putting on her old dress.
It's a generally same function.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's a big hole in the bottom, and then you have like these 3 individual holes out the top.
Oh, okay. There's no way to undo the front part, right?
Not really. There is like these pieces of cloth on the sides of the torso, on both sides of the torso. That's meant for something that you may or may not know.
Okay. You see, she starts to like try to look for something to undo in the middle, and she's like, oh, like there's nothing there, cause yeah. So she's like, now she's just staring at it again, trying to use her big brain to see what she should do. If she should like put it on top of her head. Yeah. Let's see. She's gonna attempt to put it on over her head.
Like from the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do that. You notice that as you put it over top of your head and you let go, like the dress kind of like slips into place as it like flops over up on top of you. How are your arms are kind of caught, like as your hands are down. You're kind of like in this trap, sort of, where your arms are like kind of forced close to your body, and your head is barely managing to stick out of the dress. So all you see is like a horn
Oh.
poking out.
She got excited, but then her ears flew in disappointment. Oh.
As your ears floop, the dress just kind of like stays in place.
Okay. She is going to take it off and then look like she's just trying to figure this thing out.
Take off the dress.
Yeah, she's gonna take it out because she's gonna try to move her arms to see if she can get it in place. But she's not gonna force it if it can't be done.
So are you trying to move are you taking off the dress, or are you like putting your arms up around?
First she's doing the up around thing, but if she can't do it, she won't force it, and we'll take it off.
I want to say you managed to get your arms up and around. It's not an incredibly tight dress,
Mm-hmm.
so there's enough wiggle room where you move like one arm upwards. It's like pressed against your chest, and then you kind of like look through the hole,
Mm-hmm.
and you like you manage to like put it through one armhole, and then that adjusts it more so where the dress is like the collar of the dress is around your head now, so your head like pokes out completely, but your hair, oh shoot, I forgot to take into consideration your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dress is tight.
Oh. Okay, but she managed to put it on though, right?
Your arm does not go through the hole.
Oh no.
The whole part is retracted because your hair is there and in existence, big and floofy. The dress is pretty tight on you. You're kind of trapped, unless you want to remove it.
Why is this so hard? Yeah, she's going to take it off. She does
Okay.
take it off, and then she like moves her head like back and forth.
Okay. After this, after a couple attempt, like the entire attempt and whatnot, you finally like hear some like pattering up towards the room that you're in, and a door open, and you see Allison step. Well, you hear, not so much see, Allison step through, and you just hear oh, do you need help?
Yes, I can't put it on. It gets so tight.
Of course. And then so she starts helping you, and in due time, you get the dress on correctly.
And my hair is out and everything.
Yep, she pulls your hair through the dress first, and then pulls it out. She fluffs it up a bit, and she ties the two pieces of cloth, kind of like a belt.
Mm-hmm.
You figure, well, not that you figured, but for your sake, Gladys, it's like tied up as a belt.
Gotcha. Okay. Once it's on, she looks down at it, and then she does like a little spin. She goes, "I love it!" But that was so hard.
You feel it lighter. Everything right now for you is much lighter compared to what you were wearing.
Mm-hmm.
But it is very pleasant. Like, yes, it's light, it's different, but it is pleasant.
I feel like I can run around.
Oh, sure. Just be careful not to. We have a lot of broken glass downstairs now because of some things. As she kind of like looks to her hands, and she looks at you and she's like, are you hungry?
Oh yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything. I guess I could run later.
Sure. Just follow me and mind your step, okay?
Okay.
1 sec, from guys.
Is that Dusky?
Yeah, it's dusk.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. So where was I? Oh yeah. Okay, so ants.
Ants.
Okay, we shall wait. Exactly. I'm gonna go over to Miriam. Miriam, you are still back in this cavern slash cave. And you are essentially being escorted by Chasen. God, I want to change his name now, but I can't. And you guys are making your way through the cave back to the entryway, essentially it's like looking like back to the entryway. You do not encounter Kalia on the way. Mello, are you there? Oh, he's muted. I didn't even see.
Malo? Robbie?
Mallow. Maybe he. Oh, BRB.
Did I miss that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he BRB'd.
Then we'll just go back to Colin. You're still consuming food, or ants?
Yes, but I think the thing that needs to be the thing that I'm doing would still be taking around this time.
Yeah.
So
Do you just want to?
I'm good for the skip to go back to my round. In the next cycle, I suppose.
Okay, sounds good. We're going back to Koshka and Kalia. Wait, no, Koshka and Fio.
You eat the jerky. Show that jerky.
You eat the jerky. It is a delicious jerky.
I just look around the shop. And like I say under my breath, did Koshka make mess? And then I just start walking around.
I finished the jerky.
You do that.
Talent.
What?
Yep.
You finish the jerky and then What'd you say after that?
Fatality?
Oh, fatality. Okay. I start walking around the shop house place to see just to see what there is
Within the shop or outside the shop?
inside. Like I'm
Inside?
exploring the inside.
So you're at the bottom floor right now, the first floor, I should say.
Yee.
And you're just walking around the first floor.
I'm gonna jump.
Off her head?
Mm-hmm.
You attempt to do the jump, and your tootsies, your bird-like tootsies get caught in Koshka hair, and as you jump, you essentially pull Koshka's hair, and you start to just dangle there before Koshka's face. Koshka, this is almost enticing, like a string being held before you, but up to you if you want to control yourself.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it, you coward.
I just
No.
I just start batting at her with one finger.
Yeah, you see this finger coming at you, and it bats at you.
I try to peck at it.
Roll to
Dodge,
attack.
bat. Dodge bat.
Alright. We'll do one roll to attack out of all of those bats.
Oh, you wanna roll? You wanna roll to attack? Do I have unarmed? That's claws. I don't. Ignore the damage.
You successfully bat the birdie, and the birdie at one point successfully pecks you.
This is about right.
Yep. You do take 4 points of damage. Is Peck really bludgeoning?
Oh, I changed it to from unarmed damage.
Oh, so it would be
Oh.
piercing, right?
Yeah, it should be piercing.
Huh, I was gonna say, I was like, the heck? Like, I'm not a D&D expert, but that doesn't seem right. Yes, this happens for however long it does. And you continue to explore. What do you want to do with the now dangling Theo? You leave her there dangling.
She's genuinely thinking about it. She reaches up and untangles Theo from her hair. And then holds her by her feet so she's still upside down. What am I going to do with you?
I flap. I flap.
I turn you over so you're not upside down anymore. I just like hold you in my hand, but I don't hold you close to me this time. Just in my hand, off to the far enough away that unless you really explode, I won't really get hurt. I had to say that. God damn it.
You guys start after this little interaction, you guys start walking through the store, and you notice how, at least compared to last time you were here, it seems a little dimmer, a little sadder, even with things just broken up, some splintered wood here and there, and of course, the shattered glass and spread it out and spilled spices. Some of the damage which was caused by you, but you're not too sure about that? Question mark. And so you're just walking around, and you just see a lot of these like listed spices. A decent amount of them are still like within a glass bowl container and a lid over top of it. All over the store essentially, and you make it to the counter and you notice that there's like it's a wooden counter, and behind it there's shelves underneath the counter with stuff in it, and there is a back room.
I
You
go
would like
into
to
the back room.
articulate. Okay. You make your way through past the counter, past all that which is like being displayed, and when you walk into the back room, you notice like a rather L-shaped room. There are some stronger senses as you like pass through like the curtain, essentially. Like what is like the curtain that divides, that is like the supposed door that
Yeah.
divides the two rooms, and you just like it's not that much more significant, but it's just like with your nose you notice like there's a tinge of a stronger smell here, and you just look around and you notice like there's like mortars and pestles, there's jars of lots of like bigger jars of whole seed peppercorns, and well, not that you entirely know what those are, but a bunch of different kinds of like whole spices and star anise and cloves and everything all over. There's even like garlic and onions, like packets of those, and they're strewn here and there. You see a lot of the stuff is like kind of not halfway done, but like they were in progress of, and there's obvious traces of like they're doing something and then it just stopped, and it's a little dirtier back here compared to how you originally saw the store, the front of the store the previous day. This doesn't look like it's been vandalized. It just looks like they tend to be rather sloppy at their work.
I go back out and just continue exploring the building.
Outside the building?
No, out of that room.
Out of that room back to the front?
Yeah. Because I know...
Okay.
I know Koshka doesn't. That there's... It's not just the storefront downstairs. There's more to it, right?
Downstairs, it's essentially it. Upstairs, there is an upstairs. I did forget to mention that. Sorry. You do notice the staircase, like next to the counter. Like it's at the wall, up and like leading upstairs. There's the counter, so it's like behind the counter. So it's like the storefront in the front, and then everything behind, like up the stairs and whatnot, is more personal.
I go upstairs then.
You do that. Yuna. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and go ahead and transition because I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yuna,
Mm-hmm.
you are much more comfortably dressed.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to do in the room?
Well, wasn't Allison saying to follow her to get food?
Ah, that's right. Yes, you guys start making your way. She's like, oh, hold on. And then she goes to one of the little cabinets there. Not cabinets, not a nightstand. A furniture piece with cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
And she opens up the cabinet, and like you see her kind of like rummaging through it, and you can hear kind of like the sound of of like coin and things just clanking around. She picks something up, then she like puts it in a pocket, and yeah, she like closes the cabinet. She's like, "Okay, let's go, let's go." And she opens the door and she lets you two step out first.
Okay, she rushes out. Where are we going?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sweet. And so you guys are you step out, and you notice a very large silhouette going up the stairs.
Koshka, hello.
You are dressed again.
Mm-hmm.
I do not understand why everyone insists on using those cloth prisons.
We have to. It
She-
makes humans distracted and not
Sh-
comfortable.
She holds out her arms, including the one that's holding Theo, and lifts her tentacles up. I make humans plenty distracted.
That doesn't mean you can't cover up.
She is but a child of mind, Koshka. Patience.
Why?
Her ears, you see her ears kind of like twitch a little bit, and she goes, "I'm not a child."
Maybe not. She gestures at your body. Out here. And then she points at her head. But in here, you are a child. You tell her, Theo.
Huh? Wait, what?
You
This is her
heard
face.
Podushka. You heard Podushka?
But
It
the
was,
what?
It was birdie chirp.
Wait, you can speak bird?
Ah. She starts rubbing her temples again. How have I not actually... Wait, I have attacked you already. How have I not killed you yet?
Because I know you're a good person.
You
And we
her
are friends!
You see her looking between you and Theo. It would be so easy. Just one explosion.
Oh my god.
That's all it would take. Exactly, Theo.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
you want to kill me. You don't want to kill the bird that's been firing, damaging you all this time.
What are you talking about? The bird's a fucking weapon.
That's brought you down to like 4 HP.
Feel because
A weapon yet to be tamed.
Basically. You're right.
A weapon that, if glows, throw at enemy.
No.
You said Theo goes to sleep, Kiwi?
Mhm.
You better actually be asleep. She pulls you close and just holds you close so that you're comfortable.
Aw, you've really taken a liking to Theo.
I have balm in my arms. It would be unwise to anger me.
She tilts her head.
Never mind. Where are we going?
I don't know. She turns around to Allison. Where are we going?
When you guys both like pay attention to Allison, she was just kind of like looking between you guys in your conversation. She just kind of like, huh, as she has you guys' attention. Oh, I was just gonna lead you guys to the downstairs kitchen area so that I could maybe make something. I know Ken's gonna come back with more actual food, but if you're hungry, I could make you a small snack, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
And she looks at you, Koshka, and she looks a little nervous looking at you.
What? Oh, I
What?
just realized Koshka's still covered in blood too.
Yep. Allison is nervous.
What is the issue?
She kind of like she uses herself as an example and like gestures her body while looking at you.
Koshka looks down at herself. Oh. Right. She just shrugs, turns around, and starts walking back downstairs. But you do see she does start actually grooming herself as she walks.
Okay. All right, Miriam.
How now? How now?
Oh, now brown cow.
How now?
Oh no.
All right. Set the tone.
You are given. Hold on. The tone is not yet set.
Skyrim battle music.
It was an accident. Dun dun dun.
Shit's pants.
That was so bad.
That was hilarious.
It was. There we go. A good old 69% volume. Let's go. No.
Pog.
I can't take that word seriously anymore. Not that I ever did.
Thanks,
Um,
Des.
Thanks, Des. Every time you say Pog, I'm just gonna say thanks, Des.
I'm
Okay.
Pog.
Stop. um, you find yourself in the cave, with Chasen leading you back towards what essentially looks like the front of the cave, like the beginning of the cave. That is not front, but the beginning, or the entryway, I should say. For the most part, a lot of this is nothing new. Like, you're just walking through. You're not really expecting much, at least as far as I'm assuming.
Yeah. Do
And-
we walk? Oh, never mind.
Mhm,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do we walk by his crossbow and dagger
Yes.
that he dropped on the ground?
Yes.
I'ma pick him up.
You do that. You now have a crossbow and a dagger in your inventory.
Heck yeah. Okay.
And he just kind of watches you pick them up as he, like, does, like, a quick little shrug, like, with one shoulder, and continues walking, like, exaggerating his arms as they sway back and forth.
Oh, if you fill your side of the deal, you'll be getting them back.
Of course. As he says with a seemingly... Sorry, I just read what Koshka and Hime said. Like I was
Blast you
gonna
in face with Firebird.
like I'm looking to my left at some of the stuff I have, and then I look back because I like to look around because I pretend to put myself in scenarios, and I read dice, and I just my brain just stopped.
You just lose it.
Yeah,
Dies. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Immersion.
okay. You do that, and he gives you a smile, a smirk, and continues walking as he figured as much. He starts to just continue leading you to the front and occasionally looks towards you to see if you want to start conversation or have any questions.
As we do kind of make our way closer, I'm gonna talk to him, but can I like hear or make any idea as to where Kalia went? Can I like hear her near the front? Can I hear Cyrus? Because I know Dragon Boy was there too.
Roll me a perception.
Oh, this is what I'm built for. Not. The right. Can't remember which sheet's the right sheet. Not that one. Perception. Ah, yes. The good old -1. That's a 6.
You think you heard something,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
you're just kind of like you hear a tinge you hear like a tinge of a sound, and you're just like, what was that? And then you look in that direction, and you just notice Chasen is just kind of like kicking a pebble, and it just kind of clanks against the ground. And
Nice.
he continues to kick this. He does this thing where he like walks towards it, and then he
Yep.
speeds up a little bit, just enough so that he could gather momentum and hit it. And it goes a little further. That's what you notice.
Perfect. All right, that was exactly what I needed from that perception check.
The dude loses track of which pebble he kicked and is like, shit, which one?
Fuck. As we kind of walk and continue moving to the front, I'm keeping some distance, maybe like 6 or 7 feet between us, but like I'm not. If he gets closer, I'm not moving away. I'm just not myself going inside of that bubble. As we kind of continue, I'm just gonna kind of say to him as he goes to kick the pebble and just say, so, you said that there's a place that you can take me that may have a little bit of information.
As he attempts to kick the rock again, but misses and just kind of stomps forward. But he doesn't want to back, take a step back to kick it forward, and then he just continues walking, looking for the next perfect rock. And he says, "It's not so much of a place; it's more like the rest of my stuff." Kind of surprised that the rest of your friends, as he kind of like wiggles his fingers at you and pulls his hand back, didn't notice and or take it.
They're not exactly a bunch that's always paying attention to their surroundings, as far as I can tell. Tend to have them problems like exploding birds.
Yeah, that one. Should have thought twice before shooting that one.
Not your finest moment.
I mean, it was a pretty good shot, as he kind of imitates his crossbow and like pretending to take a shot.
I see this as like the finger guns where it's like the one arm's up and he's like, pew. That's how my head sees it. Well,
Little do you know, that is also how Chiru's head sees it.
obviously, if you were able to take it out in just 1 or 2 hits. But
Yeah.
I suppose when you're constantly worried about one of your companions exploding into a burst of flames, you're not exactly paying attention for small things on the ground.
He he kind of like takes in what you say and like does like a slow nod, like a small nod, and then that leads to an even more obvious nod as he kind of like shakes his hand in a circular motion or moves his hand in a circular motion like yeah, and he just like looks at you and shows like, well, it's my first time finding a phoenix. It was just out of the blue, or out of the red, I should say.
It's my first time as well. She just kind of sighs as they continue to move closer towards the entrance. She doesn't have much more to ask him before they get to his camp.
Okay.
But she will slow down as they get to the entrance and is gonna kind of motion for him to stay back. And she's gonna poke her head out just to see if Kalia and Cyrus are there.
When you poke your head out through the cavern entrance, you notice that Cyrus is already looking your direction.
Shit, I totally thought that he flew away. Robert thought that he flew away.
No, you're fine. I figured that was Robert talking. Can you imagine Miriam saying that? That would have been fun.
I thought that
Who's Robert?
I thought Kalia got on his back and flew away. Fuck.
No, he's
Remember,
there.
I have a
He's-
blob full of people.
He is watching you.
Failed to see how a blob full of people would inhibit that in the slightest.
He makes himself comfortable in that crater that was left behind by the exploding egg. And he just kind of like he's just without blinking, he's just watching you.
Do I see Kalia?
No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna kind of poke my head out and then just kind of like this awkward little wave at him. Hi there. Are you keeping guard or what?
You're a rather low hum of a growl, but from what you can notice, there is a nod.
Okay. Did our watery friend communicate to you what we discussed?
He shakes his head.
Where is she, by the way?
You see him just kind of like his shoulder. You can see his shoulders lift and then drop.
Did she come out of the cavern
He nods.
and went into the woods? Or just...
He just points in the direction that she went
Okay.
to what might be familiar, like the general direction you can guess is towards the ocean, or possibly like through the forest towards the ocean that way direction.
Okay, that's fair. Alright,
This is given because of the familiarity from like what you are familiar with in this town.
yeah. Alright. Do I notice, like, does Cyrus seem aggressive? Or
Do me
Like, is he J chillin'?
do me for the shits and giggles I wanted to say animal handling, but no. what would it be? Like do me a nature, I think.
Oh, I'm intelligent. Oh,
No, you're fine actually.
Unless you want to do insight, because
Oh yeah. Well, we'll do
Okay.
nature right now. Well, do you want to do insight?
I mean, I don't, but I
I'll-
will if you tell me to.
Would it be insight if it's like they're like maybe like because
I'll roll insight. It's fine.
hold on,
no,
I want
it's,
to see
it's fine.
something.
You can keep the nature.
Hold on, let me see because they're. Hold on. Because they're like about 40 feet away from each other, or that's too
I mean,
far.
she's trying to read like body language. more
Yeah,
than
that's what it
anything.
is. Would that be insight?
That the DM rules.
I'm asking for help.
DM rules.
Fine, I'll have you roll deception.
Damn.
Dog champ.
I
Uh,
love how Robert's just at this point given up on co-DMing and is just like DM.
It's
I'm a-
not.
I'm
I'm not
player now,
asking for
baby.
co-DMing. I'm asking for
whatever you want.
legit help.
I don't. It can be either. Both can be meaningfully argued, so it's your decision.
Acho was just kidding.
Yeah, I wasn't being.
So
I wasn't
I will roll
100%.
whatever. You
Let
tell
me
to
read.
roll.
Let me read. Okay, yeah, roll insight.
All right. Oh, nice. Rolled better. Number went down. Let's go. That's 11.
Of course it is.
I have a -2 in wisdom. What do you expect from me?
Mm,
The
I
fact
expect.
that I give above 10 is fascinating.
Keep talking. So you aren't sure. He seems aggressive, but he's obviously not making any aggressive behavior towards you. But you're not sure if he's going to be aggressive towards you or not, or if he's just if he has like passive bitch face or something.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just gonna kind of step a little farther out of the cavern, with both of my hands kind of obviously visible. And I'm just gonna say, so we had a bit of a conversation in there, and we made a deal. Deal was that our friend could take away all but one of the people in there and do whatever it is that she needs to do. Torture, interrogate, whatever you want to call it. And that, in return, I get to speak to one who may have a bit of information on what I am and who I am.
And the one that you have, will we keep?
The deal that I made with Kalia was that after he shows me to wherever he's going to, that I will turn him over to her for whatever she needs.
You see him relax a bit, and he just nods to you.
She just kind of nods in return. I've already taken all of his weaponry, so he's not a threat. And just kind of gesture for him to like come out of the cave.
You see him like poking his head through the cave, and when you gesture for him to come out, you just hear 1 second, and you hear like a scamper. And then about a minute later or so, you see her scampering again. And then you see him come out with the bag, and then he kind of lifts his hands up with one hand holding the bag, like the strap of the bag. And then he kind of like puts it on the floor, or not puts on, well, he puts it, he walks between like halfway distance, puts it on the floor, and steps back with his hands up as Cyrus is kind of like growling quietly. That's my my bag that I had mentioned to you. I kind of didn't want to leave without it, but I'd rather not get eaten by and he points at Cyrus, him.
I just kind of look at him. You know, I have to go through the bag now, or I'm going to carry it. You're not going to.
You just see Chasen kind of like with his two hands up makes them into two thumbs up.
And then gonna kind of move towards the bag and like just very quickly like open it up and glance inside. And just like, I'm not really looking, I'm just making sure it's not like only knives and shit.
Roll me not an investigation, but like at a quick glance, I'm gonna say perception.
Fuck. Let's go, that's another 11. Dude, let's go with these -1s. I live for this.
I'm gonna say with like a quick glance, you don't notice anything of danger. In fact, you actually notice some rather colorful things. Like you notice colorful, but you don't know if colorful equals good or bad per se.
Okay.
But one thing I will say is when you open the bag, you hear the clanking of glass. Or like the click, like when glass kind of like grinds and pushes against itself.
Okay, that's fair. So it's a swag bag. I just kind of look at him and just sigh. You know, I'm gonna have to search you too again now that you've gone and gotten something.
I wouldn't have it any other way. He just kind of like does the eyebrows that he mocks at you.
She's just gonna sigh and
When you sigh, he does laugh.
like get uncomfortably close and pat him down.
You don't feel much of a difference. You don't find anything.
You're a real pain in the ass, you know that?
He nods like, yeah.
If I try and pick up the bag, how heavy is it?
It's shoot. Actually, I didn't think about that, but it's not heavy, but there is quite a bit of stuff in there.
But it's awkward. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Can I carry it?
Yeah,
Or can
yeah,
my
it's like
frail
a man
body not
purse.
carry it? Oh, it's like a. Oh, I thought you meant like I totally pictured it as like a giant like carpet bag sack.
No, it's like a man
Okay.
purse
Okay.
with like a. It
Yeah.
has like a. What is that called? I said it not so long. Like a strap that's connecting from one
Okay.
end to the other, kind of like you would like a man purse.
I totally thought it was like a giant sack, and I was like, "Holy moly, this guy's got a
No.
lot of loot."
No, this
Um,
guy's just kind of like it's a bag that it's like meant to hold like some sort of tome, like a big tome or something. But
Gotcha.
instead it's holding a bunch of other things. And as you pick it up, like you hear more clanking.
All right, I
Or
pick it
not
up.
clanking. Maybe clanking isn't the right word because clanking implies like metal.
It's like clinking.
Clinking. Yeah. My God, shut up.
One letter, huge difference.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm then just gonna start to like move closer to Cyrus and kind of gesture for Jason to follow me.
And Jason
And-
follows after. And you can see Cyrus kind of start. Like you're close enough to Cyrus. I'm assuming you're back to Cyrus's side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're close enough to see that he starts kind of getting tense, but he's not making any
And I
advancements or
assume
anything.
that Chasen is giving him a wide berth, and I'd give him as much space as I could.
He gets as close as he feels is safe,
Yeah.
and then he's
Probably
like
not very
maybe
close.
no, he's like 15 feet away,
Yeah.
and he's just
I'm
kind of
similar.
looking at you.
I'm kind of doing similarly and moving at a slow, steady, consistent pace until I just circle around to the other side.
Okay, so we are. Whoops, wrong paper, wrong thing. We are here. Hey, go away.
Go away.
That's in the stomach of Cyrus.
Did I not move? Yeah, I did. What happened? What did you say?
She just hopped in. That's in the stomach of Cyrus.
In the stomach of Cyrus, fly away.
Shut up. Oh my god. So you guys, where are you headed exactly? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm just like, so if Cyrus is like here, right? I assume.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna circle. I'm gonna get to here before I go anywhere.
Okay.
Or like, unless Chasen is like, oh no, my shit's right there. Unless he like points it out, I'm just assuming that we have to get to the other side of this dragon.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much just doing that, and Cyrus is watching you both the entire way. Like, his body, it's like an NPC that's watching you, and it's turning as
Yep.
you like. So every time you go left, it turns. Every time you go
Yep.
right, it turns. That's what he's doing.
Yep. I expect
And he's
nothing
just
less.
he's just watching you, and you guys essentially make your way in that direction. And
Okay.
Jason's just kind of like an extra buffer. He puts extra buffer in between him and Cyrus, as he does look pretty afraid of Cyrus.
I mean, fair. Big Dwagon boy.
Yeah.
Big Dragon Boy who's probably still covered in the blood of his companion.
I mean,
Blood
I am
and
too.
dirt.
What's the point? As we kind of get to the other side, I'm just gonna turn to Chasen and just say, well, where is it?
Where is what?
What you're taking me to?
He chuckles and he says, "All I have is that bag. That's all I wanted to show you. I have nowhere else to go. I am a bit of a nomad."
She just face palms.
He just gives a dumb smile.
She's gonna kind of look at him and say, I thought you said that there was some place that you had to show me.
Something. He lifts his index finger as he says that, and then he points to the bag that you are holding.
She just face palms again. Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to this. And then she's gonna kind of move a little bit farther away to like one of the ledges here, and is gonna sit down with the purse.
He's
And
gonna.
is gonna gesture for him to sit next to her.
Haha, he scampers and sits over.
And I assume like Cyrus is watching pretty closely, right?
Yeah, he is like. He's like sitting comfortably. Like, not like he's kind of like lied down on the ground, but you can see like the head kind of peeking over the edge of the little crater that was made by the explosion, just watching you both.
As like he kind of sits down next to me, I kind of like lean over the bag as I open it up and just like whisper in his ear and just say, "You're a fucking idiot, you know that?"
He tilts his head. Yes, but why are you saying that?
This is like she's barely talking, like barely audible. She just says, "I was trying to get you away from the fucking dragon."
And when he realizes what you're doing, he too mimics how. Hold on. Oh no, I did not mean to do this. He starts to mimic.
Does he make this face?
Damn it. Yes, actually! With a little sweat drop on the side.
And just kind of like whisper again as I'm like start to pull something out of the bag, whatever the item on top is. And I just whisper again and say, "Believe it or not, I don't have any intention of handing you over to her."
He like tilts his head like with that same face, and he's just like, Koshka, yes. And he says, well, there may be a place, but it's more so my resting spot.
She just grits her teeth. Well, you could have said that earlier.
He shrugs. I move around. I don't stick to one spot only.
Well, I didn't think there was going to be a fucking dragon.
I didn't either. Sorry, that was good. He just kind of like lifts his hands in defense, and he's like, "Please don't hurt me."
If you get hurt, it's going to be your own fucking fault.
He like
What's the
immediately.
first thing I pulled out of the bag?
The first thing you pull out is a vial. You notice as you put your hand in the bag, like there seems to be a multiple vials, among with like you feel like what may be paper or something, but you pull out a vial, and the vial seems to be like of a dark purple liquid, with like a cork on top of it. The vial isn't too big. It's like, how big would this be? Like 2 inches tall.
Okay. I'd kind of like hold it up, making it a bit obvious that I've pulled something out of the bag, even to a distant observer. And I just say, "Okay, we're just gonna go through this, and you're going to explain what everything in here is. All right?" This is at a normal volume.
Yeah. You do that? Hold on. All right. You do that, and you do see Cyrus kind of like his head perks up. Are you looking over at him?
I'm not deliberately not looking, but I feel like maybe my peripherals would pick it up if I had perception, but I don't, so I probably don't see it.
What's your perception? Your passive perception?
8, gang.
8? I'm gonna say that you do notice like something of a silhouette, like this blob in your peripheral, kind of like become a different shaped blob.
I see.
Yes. Damn it, Kali! I was about to hop to you next. All right, good to know.
Heck yeah.
That is it
means I
just
get more
Cyrus
time
laying
with-
down and going to sleep?
He's not going to sleep. He's just kind of like a cat that's ready to pounce. You just gotta wait for the shoulder shake, kind of. But he's just like he has his eyes locked on target.
Oh
That's
shit.
fair. What's the vial?
He kind of looks at it. And he's like, "Well, that one, and he kind of like scratches his chin, and then he's like, "May I?"
No, if it's fucking poison, why would I give it to you? You're a fucking idiot.
He like does this stopping motion, like fair. Let's see, and it's well, I have so many. I'm trying to remember. I have to go down my
Look,
mental.
maybe it's easier if we just dump everything out, and then you can identify the easy ones first.
Just be careful with them.
I'm going to delicately start just pulling vials. I assume it's mostly vials.
Mostly vials, yeah. There's
Start
like
pulling
crumpets
that
of
shit out.
paper. There's like this wooden stake with like a charcoal piece at the end. Like it seems to be taped there. There's like a very there's like loose change at the bottom, a bruised banana. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's mostly vials though. All of them about the same size, so Amazon order. No.
Hell yeah. Amazon Basics.
And you just start to organize them.
Yeah. and,
with
like as he starts to like explain what they are, I'm just gonna like do my best to keep in mind what they are, and if he ever starts to like pause and really think about it, I'm gonna try and move him on to the next.
with that said, I'm gonna hop over to Kalia.
Alright. What's up?
Did you want to do this like here, or did you want me to message you?
We could do message.
Messages? Okay, so then with that said, I'll hop over. Sorry, had I realized that, I would have done that sooner, but I'll hop over to Koshka.
The Kashuna
The Kashuna. What?
Koshka Yuna party.
The Kashuna party.
I enrolled this joint.
Kimi, are you muted maybe?
No?
Hime, not
No.
Kimi.
I was about to say, oh, I'm not there. Okay.
Oh wait, what?
Oh, okay, you said we're gonna hop back to Koshka.
Yeah. You are
Yeah.
there.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
What did I miss?
Oh, that you just said Koshka instead of saying Koshka Yuna or Infio.
Kona. Cognac.
Cognac?
Cognac.
Ooh.
Kawana?
You know what? I want to drink now.
Wait, hold on. Whoops.
Hey, we're going to.
Don't worry, I'll still be sober.
Okay. So.
So you get like this you guys are she's kind of making her way to the kitchen. She like takes you guys over there to the kitchen, and you guys had you're just standing there, Theo sound asleep, and you hear like, how would I describe it? Like a door ahead of you at the storefront opening, and it sounds like there's grunts and it's just like and you hear like a hit against wood, as you hear like a ding dingle ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, and then you hear like the door just kind of like get kicked open, and you just hear Ken just like, God damn it, as he opens the door, and he comes in and then kicks the door closed, and then the door cracks and you see it fall forward, or you hear it just kind of like hit the floor, and then you just hear him just like, damn it, not the door too, fucking hell. And you just hear Allison go, Ken's back.
Did he need help?
Koshka pops her head through whatever doorway they're at and looks out towards where Ken is. You know, life would be much easier if you wouldn't get angry at every little thing. I pet Theo and just say, shush, bird.
Feel trending actually.
Theo does
Theo-
what?
Trying to sleep.
Yeah, I'm petting her gently.
Do me a quick con save.
Oh, fuck my life.
Don't worry.
Gonna worry.
It's Theo, I'm worried.
Okay, noted. Theo, you're pretty comfortable. When you say that, Koshka, Ken looks at you and he does the angry Chiru emoji. He does. He just looks really irritated.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, hang on, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
That.
Yuna, she's like skips up from behind Koshka, like in the same doorway, and she peers over as one. She goes, "Do you need any help?"
He just kind of like, he has like 2 bags of groceries which he just kind of like with like holding from like he has them under his arms, and then from grabbing from the bottom, he just kind of like presents them to you both.
Koshka
Just take
rolls
this
her
to
eyes.
Allison.
Koshka rolls her eyes and like just sort of pushes by her face Yuna back into the kitchen. It goes over. You are not making the horse carry anything. She takes one or two of the bags and just carries them into the kitchen.
I bought the food. You let me feel how I feel, and if I'm mad, let me be mad. As he goes to the door and tries to fix it, you just see him more so like propping it up with something against both sides, and then he just kind of like puts his hands to his hips, and he's just like, ah, walks like eventually making his way back to the kitchen. I'll fix this later. In the meantime, you take the bags back to the rest
Koshka's
to
already in the
Allison.
kitchen.
Yeah, no, that's gonna take him some time. He's just more so just propping things up, but you're in the kitchen. And
Oh, I thought you were saying that he's saying that to me.
Oh no, he's just he did that initial thing he said was towards you. And then whether you heard him or not, he doesn't care. He's just talking because he's mad. And you're in the kitchen giving Allison the groceries, the groceries now.
Yeah. I just say to Allison, Spice Brother needs anger help.
She like smiles and she just kind of like waves it off essentially. She's like, yeah, it's oh, yeah. Eventually he'll get there. And she kind of like puts her index finger to her chin and kind of taps at it. Maybe.
I'm sure he can.
How old is
Never
he?
mind.
Oh, he's only about a year or two older than me.
And
Which
how
is
old
about-
are you?
Oh, I'm 24.
Still but children. Okay. She just
She kinda-
goes and finds a chair and sits down.
Find a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that.
She grabs the nearest chair and sits down.
As you try to sit down, you notice that the two arms of the chair kind of like keep your butt from sitting on the seat.
Either I'm too thick or they're too thin.
It seems to be a rather a smaller chair than what would be best fit for you. But your booty eventually, as you kind of like wiggle your butt a little bit, like you kind of like move your hip inwards and the hip inwards, you manage to like squeeze into the seat.
I just cross one leg over the other and sit there watching. Acting as if this is comfortable.
Eventually, Ken gets inside and into the back room, and then you hear Allison ask, like, "So, what do you guys typically enjoy eating?"
Koshka actually snorts at that.
She what?
Koshka actually snorts at that question.
Oh, gotcha. Um, you know, what do you usually eat?
I like green. I like greens and berries and flowers.
Oh, right. Vegetarian essentially.
What?
Ken, did you get any kind of vegetables that I could make into? And then you see him kind of like already reaching into the bag, and you see him pull out a thing of cabbage here as he kind of tosses it like a basketball for you to catch. And then she like Allison kind of like grabs the cabbage. She's like, "No, like a salad or something." And he's like, "I don't see the problem with that. She can just eat the whole thing."
Child, eat the cabbage.
Koshka looks at Allison and then at Ken and just says, Spice Brother has point.
Allison's like, "I will fix you up a salad." And then she just kind of goes back to going to all her cooking stuff.
Oh, okay.
And Ken's just like this. God damn it! People are messaging in Discord, and I can't type in the. It's like that face. It's like the tired, annoyed eyes with the pout face. That's what he has. As he crosses his arms and he's looking between everyone. What are your guys' passive perception?
17.
Bold of you to assume I have a passive perception.
I know it's more than one.
Oh, actually, it's 9. That's not too bad.
8 gang.
Though I
Then-
was going to say that I was wanted to check his do the whiz check. But it's fine.
On him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can. I don't care what you guys do. You just gotta ask me. Worst case scenario, I say no.
What's the insight?
What?
What's the insight check?
Do you want to do an insight check?
I mean, you asked for insight. I will take that. And
Did I say
then-
insight?
Yeah.
Or
Did
I thought
you?
I said perception.
Passive perception. I am dumb. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's fine. It's fine. Go. What do you want to do?
I mean, you had something to reveal, so I want to know what that is. first.
No,
You had something to reveal.
no. Just tell me what you want.
That's what I want. I want to know what we're gonna reveal.
Yo, tell me what you want, what you really,
What
really
you
want.
really want. Fine. Keep your
Mine.
secrets.
It's 17. Yeah, I'm not letting her keep her secrets though. I want her to know.
Kushka, roll me insight. Yuna, give me your passive insight.
17.
Fucking hell.
It's okay. It's not 23.
Dumb bitch. Anyways.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Theo,
Don't call her dumb, that's fine.
roll me insight.
But she's asleep.
Roll me insight.
Okay.
Just roll me insight. You're very sound asleep. You felt a little jolt. And it's like, I don't know if you guys ever seen that gif of the duck where it falls asleep and its head just kind of like falls forward and its beak hits the floor. Your beak hits the head of Koshka. But that's it. You just like fell asleep with your beak down on her head. It is very comfortable hair, strangely enough.
It's a cat.
It is a cat
Mm-hmm.
with human hair. Ah shit, there goes my D20. So Yuna, you notice that even though he continues to like sound annoyed and frustrated and his door was pushed in and whatnot, you notice Ken look towards Koshka, and when he does a little bit of an eye twitch. He looks to then Allison, and you can see his angry expression soften, and you even notice a small smile come from him. And then you see him kind of like realize that, and then he kind of shakes his head and he says, thank you both for bringing back my sister. I have no idea what I would have done if I lost her.
Hmm. You're very welcome. And it's okay. You don't have to hide that you're relieved.
And as you say that, he just kind of like looks between Allison, who looks like she was gonna like cry happy tears, or looks like she is gonna cry happy tears. And then when you say that, he kind of like blushes a bit. He's like, "What? What are you? No, I." And Allison's like, "Oh, I knew you cared." And she like drops what she's doing. She goes to hug him. Of course I care. As he hugs her back.
Koshka just. Are there any forks on the table? Or knives?
Not from what you see displayed. Not on the table, no.
Is there anything within reach?
There is the knife that Allison put down.
It's within my reach?
Yeah.
I grab it and start fiddling with it when she starts hugging, when she runs off to hug him.
Fiddling it with it, how?
I hold the hilt in one end and just like poke the tip into one of my fingers, and I just start spinning it.
I figured as much. I'm gonna say you definitely have not a coat. Well, besides the coat, you do have a. Fuck, I lost my d20. You do have a. God damn it. What is that called?
Bonus?
Skin, I guess. I guess. That is like thick enough. What?
Oh, calluses. No, I'm laughing because Kimi, as you were struggling to find the word, Kimi was like, boner?
What the fuck, Kimi? How did I miss that?
I
You
missed
were
it
so
too.
focused on trying to find your word, which was calluses, by the way.
Calluses. Yes, you have thick enough calluses, not boners, to be able to just kind of do this without penetrating or hurting yourself.
As the two are hugging, Yuna has like a big smile on her face, and she says, "You have to be embarrassed when you care about each other, you know? I care about all my friends too."
Koshka, this stings you a little. Not because it's just like this preaching unicorn.
That's why. That's God damn it, Reese. That's why she's playing with the knife.
Perfect.
Fucking hell, Reese.
Guys, I lost my d20. Fuck.
Oh,
Okay.
Koshka.
I have two more, but I can't. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't worry, I was trying to keep like the thing going while you're looking for your roll 20. Your 20, sorry.
My roll 20.
Your
Guys, I lost my computer.
Yeah, that one's on your screen.
No, it just spawned. Oh, like it despawned. I don't know. Continue.
Okay. You're gonna reply, Koshka?
She looks up, just like a deadpan face as she continues twisting the knife against her finger.
Where are Cyrus and Kalia?
She stops twisting the knife and just holds it as it is and tilts her head to the right.
I thought they'd be back by now.
Thinks back. Fish person. Said she had business in cavern with assailants and human woman. And idiot dragon said he would wait for a fish person.
He's not an idiot, and well, okay.
Well, he did eat human right in front of you, knowing that you do not like that.
He was just really hungry. He gets like that sometimes.
Oh,
She-
Theo.
She looks over at the brothers, or at the siblings. Better humans than you, right? And she smirks as she says that.
Sorry, I saw the defiance, so I thought you were gonna go to Theo.
Finish your final thought, Yuna, and I will.
Okay. He's going to say, he's not like that.
She starts spinning the knife, and there's a very content smile on her face. Yes, believe what you will. I'm
Koshka?
sorry, Mimi.
Hey, Koshka,
Yes.
your head's getting kind of toasty.
Give me a sec. I want to see how I respond. I maintain that that smile of contentment while I keep spinning the blade, and with one of my free hands I just pick Theo up off of my head and drop her on the ground.
In your
All-
comfortable warmth in your nap. Go ahead.
All while maintaining eye contact with Yuna.
You know, she flex.
Yuna's the face I just put. But your insight's bad, so
Shut up.
you just see that face on her. That's all you see. Unless you
you
want to
s-
roll for it.
You know what? Sure. I'm gonna fail this roll though. Hey! I hate
What'd you
this
get?
so much. 20.
You got 20.
Oh,
Not a nat
are
20.
you going a nat 20?
A nat
Go
19.
ahead.
Wait, I will give it to you. With that 20 of yours, not that. You see
Yeah.
that her ears are drooped. You see though her face is that like little angry face. You can see that though she is defending, like she's really trying really hard to defend Cyrus despite what happened. Though there are some contradicting emotions that she is feeling, especially when you had mentioned him waiting for Kalia. That's what you get.
A nat teen. Okay, what happens to Theo as she gets dropped to the floor?
And as her little floofy booty hits the floor, you just hear like a chop, and next thing you know, she just kind of like. Actually, well, let me ask, Theo, what is your intended explosion?
Bigger.
Huh?
To get bigger.
To get bigger?
Mhm.
Oh, she wants the next age size.
You kind of like hit the floor and she lights up, and then you just hear like a chirp, like a, and next thing you know there's like a engulfing flame, but it's like as instantly it appears, it almost kind of dies out. You just see like smoke form from the flames in response to that, as if it was just quickly consumed.
Hey
Bitch!
guys, I need you guys to fix the sausages.
How about you fix your own sausages, bitch?
Interesting sentence.
Especially since she said that to two males.
Aka. So she just like it's like an attempt of a big explosion, but it just kind of like dies down rather quickly. As a matter of fact, Kimi, that was the point of the con roll earlier. However, I will say when the explosion dies down, you see like this black smoke appear from it as it just kind of trails up towards the ceiling, spreads across the ceiling, and eventually just spreading out enough where it's no longer visible. You see her look maybe a couple ounces bigger. She looks just a tad bit chunkier. You want to attempt to look more human?
No, just bigger.
Just bigger? Okay. You got a little chunkier. Could be easily mistaken for eating too much jerky.
I look down, then reach down, pick her up, and just lay her in my lap. And go back to staring at Yuna.
Seeing that you saw that she looked at Theo, a little surprised, like first like was worried for like if she had hurt herself, but saw that she got chonky, and was just like just surprised. And then when you put it back on your head, you see that she just goes back to
on her lap.
Oh, sorry, on her lap. You see that she just makes this like this little relieved kind of sigh, and then she just like looks forward, avoiding your gaze.
You see truth in what I speak. I ask you, you see truth in what I speak.
You see her glance at you. About what?
About your dragon.
No, I don't know what you're saying. Besides me saying mean things about him.
I say mean things about everybody. But I also speak truth. Or
You just see her shake her head.
wait,
Really
Before-
quick.
before I continue, I need to ask the DM something.
Ask away.
I know he said this to Kalia, but did Koshka hear him admit that it was the body or Yuna?
Say that one more time?
I know he said this to Kalia when he was getting scolded. But did Koshka hear Cyrus admit that it was either the body or he would attack Koshka because he was just that hungry?
Did you roll perception?
I can't remember.
I can't either. If I go by your passive perception, which is probably the best guess, I'm gonna say you heard him mention something about being hungry and a choice, but you're not sure what.
Okay, that's enough for me to use to my advantage.
Figures as much.
If you only heard what he said after you left.
You see her kind of perk up. What? What did he say?
He ate body because he was hungry, and there was choice. He admitted once to you that unicorn is his favorite meal, is it not?
Well, she doesn't answer you. But you see, I'm gonna keep your 20. You see her getting nervous.
You see a mischievous smirk on her face. Yes, exactly. He was hungry and he had choice. Choice was dead body in ground or favorite meal right in front of him.
DM,
Yes,
can I do a whiz?
you certainly can. With save, right?
Oh!
Damn, you remain composed as fuck.
Mm-hmm. You see, Koshka, that the nerves and like you see like she was about to freak out. You just see her just like stop for a moment, and then you see her completely relax. Just
I
seem
take it you nat
unfazed.
20. Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm. She's now unfazed. But
It
it's kind
only
of
just appeared for me.
it's kind of like out of character for her. She's not even like she's not smiling, she's not being angry, she's not sad. She's just
Deadpan.
yeah. And then you just hear her say, "He wouldn't do it." And then look away from you.
So long as he has choice, you are right.
You don't get anything else from her now. But continue.
But what if one day he is just so very hungry and you are only seeing for miles? You see her lean back in the chair and continue spinning that knife as she smirks at you once more. Just think about it.
Though you continue speaking, you no longer get any reactions from her.
That's fine.
Mhm.
As long as she's hearing what is being spoken.
Oh, she's hearing it all right. All right.
Koshka,
Yes.
you see Ken, you see a sudden snatch of the knife out of your hands.
Or fork.
It was a
Knife.
knife.
Oh shit! What the fuck? When did it change?
Yep. No, it never changed. She picked up the knife that Allison put down.
Oh, okay.
I look up at him. Completely content smile.
He kind of like looks annoyed at you, and then he grabs something from the counter and he just shoves it in your face, and you realize you really enjoy whatever this is. Roll me a wisdom check.
Oh god.
A wisdom save.
It's fucking catnip, isn't it?
You managed to keep your composure, but God, this thing is good.
I snatch it out of his hands. pull it away from my face and look at it.
It's like this little tea bag that it looks like it for the most part he made it and like assembled it together. But the smell, the aroma that's coming from it, like man.
I fucking knew it. It's catnip. I put it in my bag.
You do that. You just hear, I was hoping that would keep you distracted. As he goes to Allison and gives her the knife, and she continues cooking. And he starts helping her.
I just look at Ken. Ken. I'll save it for later.
Of course.
And then I look down at Theo. Why is she chirping?
You see Fia going towards the bag, trying to get whatever you.
Let's not let Theo do that. I grab Theo and like just pick her up and away from my bag.
Fia looks at Yuna.
What I described to Koshka, that is all you're getting from her.
Hang on. Koshka looks between Theo and Yuna. This could be fun. And just tosses Theo at Yuna.
Good lord.
I'm gonna attempt to catch her.
Roll me a. Hold on. Perform. Nope. Nope.
Can I fly? I wanted
It's
to.
usually a
Like a
dex
bird in the sky.
Dex
I
check?
believe I
Yeah.
could fly.
Roll me a dex check.
And I-
Okay, Buzz Lightyear. Oh yeah, I meant to move you guys to.
Clearly, I'm not dreaming no more.
Stop singing that song. I hate that song. Falling with style. You managed to successfully catch the flying duck.
Yeah, you see that Yuna kind of looks as you toss Theo towards her, and you see her just like put her hands up and catch her.
Rather smoothly, honestly. Like it's almost as if Yuna saw this coming. Almost.
Koshka raises an eyebrow.
And then
Koshka
you-
raises an eyebrow and is legitimately impressed.
And then you see that Yuna just lightly places Theo onto the table.
I hop. Hop around the table.
You do that.
Well, that was boring. Not at all the effect I intended.
Well, I'm sorry.
Damn, Sass.
Sorry for what? I'm the one who put you in this state.
That's okay. I'm feeling alright.
She holds up her hand and with one finger gestures for Yuna to come closer.
She doesn't listen.
You get flicked off.
You get flipped off. No.
How far away is Yuna from Koshka?
Are you asking me or are you asking her?
Yes.
Yuna?
She's sitting. She's not sitting. She's standing across on the other side of the table.
She gets up from the chair, and pushing it off of herself, yes, and makes her way over to Yuna. Gets uncomfortably close to her and whispers in her ear. When will you learn that even when I speak the truth, most of what I say is intended to disturb and should be taken lightly?
Oh, poor Pio. Yuna, like, she still hasn't changed her she's still what do you call it? Like, just relaxed. And then she just looks, she kind of looks at you, and then you see her say, "It's alright, I don't feel anything. I'm not hurt."
That is problem. You are, that is problem. You are supposed to feel. You are supposed to hurt. And you hear a slight growl in her voice as she says hurt.
You just see her just like blink and then shake her head. "I'm sorry, I'm okay."
You are not okay. You are shut down. It is not good to shut down the way you have.
I'm not shut down. I'm here.
I flick her in the forehead.
You resist.
No.
You get flicked.
Mm,
Somebody who's not shut down would have a much more expressive reaction to being flicked like that.
It did. I did feel it hurt.
But you did not react, and that is my point.
You just see her tilt her head.
This is no way to live life. Trust me. And with that, she turns around, picks up Theo, and cradles Theo close to her, and returns to the chair.
Yuna doesn't say anything back to that. She's just in her own little calm manner right now.
Oh, you're picked up.
Unseen.
Oh, yes, end scene. Theo, you are picked up, however.
You see, you just see, when you pick Vio up, like, it's like a slow turn to you, Kosuka. And she just stares at you.
I gently scratch her head.
You see, like, there's like this is like, her head moves too, where you like scratch, like, from the pressure you like do the
Yeah.
little pressure, but they're like the eyes kind of just like lock on you. And she like closes her eyes and goes.
Once she's asleep,
Alright.
Jessica just cradles her close, and that's it.
Miriam.
Oh.
I mean, there's a Kraken that hasn't gotten to speak yet tonight.
Kalia, would you
know,
like to
right?
speak?
Oh no, don't worry about me. I'm doing things.
Shut up, Godo. You're not here.
Oh yes, I
Shut up,
am.
Godo. Don't worry, we're taking care of something.
It's happening. Don't worry.
Okay.
But Miriam,
Okay.
you finally seem to have separated the vials. Everything else of like miscellaneous items are still within the bag, but the vials, unless you want to look at the miscellaneous, but the vials are separated. You put what looked to have been empty, like previously empty, even used vials back into the bag, and you're left with about a collection of maybe 10 or so vials.
So the reality is, I don't actually care all that much about what's in the vials.
Hmm.
This is more or less putting on a show. So
Okay.
whatever he tells me is in the vials, I'm pretty much just gonna go along with it, until he's done telling me whatever's in the vials.
Okay, do you want to look at them in general, or do you just
I
really
mean,
not care?
I'll glance at them, and if he says like they're like, if one's like a really potent poison, or maybe like something that could put someone to sleep, I'll make note of those. But
This is unicorn's blood.
assuming that most of them are like, I don't know, does he like have a health potion? I don't know. That might be crazy. Like maybe that, but like if it's anything that's for like tracking or anything that seems like occult in nature, I just don't give a fuck.
Okay.
But like if there's like a sleeping potion, I want to take note of that one. If there's like a healing potion, I'm not going to be mad at that one. Like I'll take note of that one. But beyond that, kind of don't care.
Well. Huh. How do I play this out then?
You can just like play it out as well, and we can.
I'm just trying to think. How obvious are you of not caring?
I mean, she looks engaged, but like unless like it's just like what's being filtered to prevent you from like having to meticulously go through everything.
Well, then I'll say that he is meticulously going through everything, as in, like, he's just kind of separating the miscellaneous. And he's like, you can put that in the bag, you can put that in the bag.
Perfect.
And then, yeah, he's just kind of going through that, and he's kind of, like, just separating out some of the potions. And then you can see him kind of, like, doing that the entire, like, for most of the beginning of that conversation.
But like for your DM sake, you don't have to go through all the potions.
Okay.
I don't.
I will
Miriam's not that interesting.
I will say this. As you kind of like see that he's now thinned out what he has available, you notice how the different vials have different, like how much they vary, and how honestly how even like how pretty they look. How you have one vial that seems to have like like these glassy looking flakes that you look at them and they reflect back at like the moment like any kind, like there's no light source hitting it and yet it's still reflecting a light source. You look directly at it, it kind of blinds you a little bit. So there's another one what looks like to be an over collection of like scales in a bottle that has, it's not so much that it's filled with liquid, but it looks like these scales are seeping liquid, but the bottle doesn't seem to be like filling up. It's just this small pool that had formed at the bottom of the bottle, and these scales just like
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm getting the impression that a lot of these are collector's items from what he's captured.
yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna just kind of go through and like I'm probably actually less interested in the really shiny, flashy ones. And if there's any that seem to like maybe look like difficult to almost focus on, anything that's maybe darker in color, maybe seems to like absorb the light around it at all, anything in that manner? Are there any vials that like I look at and like maybe they're perfectly clear or something like that?
I will say that when you get the vial with the reflective glass, you put it next to that initial vial you had, that darker vial, and you do notice the light just kind of protruding into the bottle. Like the vial that is darker, it's not nearly as full as the others. If anything, it's like it looks to be fairly empty. You see, like as it was placed on its side, that the liquid seems very viscous as it kind of like peels off the bottom of the bottle. It slowly forms the shape of the container as it is lying down on the ground. You see that the light is reflecting towards it, but there's no reflection back. It seems like to be like the ultimate pitch color of black.
Okay. I'm gonna grab that one because that
Fanta
one.
Black?
Yeah. You grab
Okay.
that one, and
Yeah,
you
I kinda
actually see
see-
Chasen kind of like eyes. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say you see it. Like you see him kind of like stiffen, his shoulders kind of like stiffen upwards, and he just kind of like attempts to reach out at you, but he doesn't want to like startle you, so he kind of like he retracts his hands and just says,
Okay.
"Just be careful
I'm
with that
being
one."
fucking careful with it, all right?
Uh-huh.
What's it from?
Oh, well, you see, it's not exactly something I want. It's a as he starts kind of like scratching, you can see almost like beads of sweat forming on him as he's looking behind you, then at you. He seems to be having a difficult time or even refusing to answer your question.
No.
You can almost, as not that you put it too close to yourself, but you can almost smell something from this container.
Do I need to uncork it to figure out what it is?
It's you.
Oh my god. Do not. I would probably suggest against that, but
Would you prefer I dump it out? Would you rather tell me?
no, don't. Please
Tell me
don't
what's
dump
in
it
the
out.
damn
Just
vial.
it's well, okay. I'm not entirely sure. That one was more given to me.
What do you use it for?
I have yet to. There's so
What are
little of
you
it that I try.
supposed to use it for?
Magic.
She kind of like, go on.
I just use it for magic if I need if I need it for quick escapes.
What does it smell like?
He just kind of like he's like, just I don't know, put it close to your nose or something.
I'm not gonna give it to him, but I'm gonna kind of jam it closer to his face and be like, "No, I insist." I'm not letting go of the vial though.
Okay. And then he kind of like smells it, and he's like, look, I don't know, I can't, I don't open it. It's a very, very specific vial. Just open it yourself real quick and then close it, okay?
If I kind of bring it close to my own nose, because like he doesn't like keel over and die from having it jammed in his face.
No.
Yeah.
No, he does not.
Then I'm gonna like tentatively kind of sniff it without uncorking it and see if I can catch whatever the smell is.
It smells of iron.
Iron? Okay. Your employer gave this to you?
He nods.
Good, I'm gonna be keeping that one.
And as you say that, you hear Cyrus growl loudly.
I just kind of look over my shoulder. Is there a problem?
I smell something. I need it. Where is it? And you can see him looking around and then look at you specifically.
Can you be a little more specific? There's a lot of things here.
Unicorn blood.
Oh. That's interesting.
And he walks over to
I just
you.
kind of roll the vial towards him.
And he grabs the vial and he just like bites the whole thing.
How does Chasen react to that?
You see him panicking. You just see like, no! You see him kind of like clawing into his own, like the bottom of his eyelids, like pulling them down, and he's just like, no!
I just kind of sigh, and then I start to put the vials back in the bag, and I stand up and I look at Cyrus, and I pick up the bag and I say, "He has some more of his tools at his camp. This vial is the only one that he had of that. But we're gonna go check it out."
See him kind of like licking his own claws and whatever he can get his hands on, like just like whatever he can taste, he just goes for it. And when he looks to you, you can see his nose kind of lift up in the air as he continues to sniff, and he seems to not find any more of what he's looking for. Chasen is just kind of like grabbing the bottom of his jaws. It's already dropped, and it's just looking at Cyrus.
I'm gonna start pulling Chasen in the opposite direction of whichever way Cyrus pointed out that Kalia went.
As you do that, he's just kind of empty-mindedly following you as you're pulling him. Like he's just he's just stuck. His brain going brr.
Yeah, probably makes sense. And I'm just gonna say to Cyrus as I kind of pull Chasen along, and just say, "I said his camp's this way. I'll go check it out and I'll be back in." He said it's about a 5-minute walk, so probably about half an hour.
You just hear like, let's see if I can do this one. No, I can't do it. You just hear like a growl, but in confirmation.
Alright, and then I'm gonna pull Chasen off away from whichever way Cyrus pointed Kalia went, and away from the water, if I am aware of the geography.
with that, I'm gonna say we are done.
Hey. I didn't even get to the fun part.